We live in a world today where people just seem to lose their damn minds when the holidays come around. And Christmas almost seems to lose its magic. We just don't get that warm, fuzzy feeling inside anymore. And it's not exciting like it once was when we were kids. But hold up a sec, because your girl has 10 ways to help you rediscover the joy we once had and help you create a nostalgic Christmas for you and your family this year. All right, so I don't know what's up with everybody and their Christmas decor over the last few years, that everybody just feels that the Christmas decor has to be so perfect and so aesthetic, and everything has to be neutral and everything has to be matching, and it's just so freaking boring. Does that really remind you of your childhood? Absolutely not, because let me tell you that when I was a kid, my Christmas decor was actually McDonald's toys on our Christmas tree. And we had like quirky little like stockings, and we just had like these different and unique little Christmas pieces around the house, and nothing matched. Everything was very mismatched and everything was very colorful, and that just brings back so many memories for me. Like, I think of that now and I'm like, man, that was pretty funny. I can't believe my mom actually did that. I mean, were we that broke that we had to hang up our little McDonald's toys on our tree? I guess so, but I'm gonna remember that for life, and I think of that now and it makes me laugh. It's funny, and I'll probably hang up a little funky ornament on my tree this year. I think bringing back some old school type of decoration into your home, maybe something that was your grandmother's or your parents, from Christmas, or some hand-me-downs, or something that looks a little bit, what's the right word to describe that kind of decor? Because I don't want to say vintage and I don't want to say grandma decor. Just things not being so perfect. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know if I even understand what I'm saying. I have the vision, so I'm gonna input some photos here for you guys so you can see what it is that I'm talking about. But yeah, just chill with the decoration. It's not meant to be so perfect. Everybody's trying to be so aesthetic and so, and that doesn't bring back any good memories at all. That just seems so boring. I'm sorry. That's boring. And you should also decorate outside, Everybody loves to see Christmas lights outside, on your trees, on your bushes, on your house. I mean, the more lights, the better, right? So decorate a little bit outside of your house. I know you gotta put in some work, and that's okay. You put in that work to decorate a little bit outside, because not only will it bring you joy, but it'll bring joy to your neighbors, Like, I drive in my neighborhood and I see somebody with lights on, and I'm there appreciating that house. I'm like, oh my God, like, look at how beautiful that house looks. So nice, they put up lights. I feel like it just brings joy to your little community, your little neighborhood, Now, I'm gonna confess here, I don't have any lights outside of my house. And I have an excuse though, because outside of my house, let me tell you, there's a lot of spiders. And your girl has a phobia of spiders. I cannot get a web on me. I can't even be remotely close to a spider. I will have a panic attack. I will pass out on the floor. And yeah, I can't do it. I need a man. I need a man to help me put up my Christmas lights outside, because I'm too much of a chicken to put them up with those spiders that I have outside. And speaking of lights, you should take you and your family or your loved ones to go drive around your city and go look at houses with nice lights. There are some houses in specific neighborhoods here in Miami that we have that they go all out on their Christmas decor, and it just looks like a freaking Christmas museum in there. I don't know. They just did something else. They transformed their house and it looks like a Christmas wonderland in front of their house. I remember my grandparents were the ones that would take my sister and I to go and look at some houses that had like really nice decorations, and I remember we just appreciated that so much because they got to take us out of our little neighborhood and we got to see the world. Well, not really the world, but when we were younger, I definitely thought that, you know, seeing the world. And I just remember looking at those houses and being so happy in that moment, just thinking that that house looked like a wonderland. Like it looked so magical and so pretty. I remember those moments, and I remember being so happy in those moments and just enjoying that time with my sister and my grandparents. Now listen, I believed in Santa Claus until I was 10 years old, girl. Okay, I hardcore defended Santa Claus like nobody's business. Like I would be fighting with kids in 5th grade, telling them that I saw Rudolph, you know, in the middle of the night, flying outside my window because I saw a little red light outside my window. And, you know, I believed hardcore, okay? So every year it was religious, it was tradition for us to leave some cookies and milk for Santa. And I would go and bake some cookies with my mom and my sister, and we would leave the cookies outside for Santa. And I would just get so incredibly excited, like, oh my God, Santa's gonna eat my cookies and he's gonna like them, they're gonna taste so good. I would wake up extra early. I would probably wake up at like 5 in the morning, and I would just go and sneak towards my little Christmas tree, and I would see that Santa ate the cookies and drank the milk, and that was like the first thing I would go and check. And it just made me so excited that, you know, I don't know, this man just ate my cookies and enjoyed them, and, you know, I fed the man that was bringing me gifts, right? So my point with that is to bake some cookies with your family, or just bake some cookies on your own if you want, if you got no family. You should also make some hot chocolate. Now, where I live, it's mad hot. Like I already told you guys, I'm here in Miami, and the weather here is just hot all the time. Like we don't have weather for hot chocolate. I mean, that kind of weather comes like 1 or 2 days a year. So even though it's real hot here, making some hot chocolate again just brings back those childhood memories, brings in that, like, oh my God, that Christmas spirit energy, those Christmas vibes. I mean, I just remember, you know, around December, my whole family coming here to my grandparents' house, and my grandma would have these like little kits to make hot chocolate with the cinnamon and the marshmallows and the cocoa, and then like we would like make it all together. And again, like all this whole video is about bringing back those memories you once had from when you were a kid. So your experiences might be a little bit different from mine, you know, and that's okay. Whatever it is that you've experienced in your childhood, bring those memories back with like the little things, and just make it a fun time. You know, don't try not to do it by yourself, you know, do it with your family, do it with friends. You know, if you are alone, girl, like you don't have to be alone. For real though, you really don't have to be alone. Look, I'm your friend. Feel free to come join me for some hot chocolate and some cookies. This is definitely a time you want to spend with, you know, some good friends and some family, and be around a community of people. Now look, for this time, I feel like it is 100% appropriate to be wearing your funky Christmas clothes. Wear your onesies. You know, I'm here in my Christmas tree, which, you know, I've been wearing for the past 2 years. But, you know, put on that ugly Christmas sweater. I have definitely put on my fair share of ugly Christmas sweaters, and wear your funky Christmas pajamas and just embrace that whole Christmas spirit through your clothing. Women, through your makeup. Nothing screams Christmas like red lipsticks and maybe red nails, but enjoy the whole process of, you know, the way you dress during the holidays. It's fun, and, you know, it's not something that's so serious. You don't have to be so serious all the time. Honestly, it's one of the only times that it might be a little bit acceptable, because, you know, if you're wearing stuff like this in April, that's gonna be real questionable. People are gonna be looking at you like. So I take advantage of all the Christmas clothing that I may have, anything with like a Santa on it. And don't forget about your socks, okay? Because I know we all have our funky Christmas socks. So don't forget to bust those out for the entire month of December. Now let's talk a little bit about music, because music is key for the holidays. You and I both know that. When I say Christmas music, I'm not gonna lie, I mean Christmas music from, again, my childhood, but I am such a fan of music from Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. I know those are a little bit, more old school, but they're such good classical songs. Paul McCartney is another one that has another wonderful Christmas song. It's music like that that brings back, again, those memories from my past, like songs that I remember listening to when I was in school, songs that I remember my parents putting on in the house when we were kids. So I listen to a little bit more old school music when it comes to the holidays, because that's what brings me happiness, brings me joy. When family and friends come over, just everybody gathering around and singing all together to some songs, or if somebody knows how to play an instrument and somebody just hops on the piano and starts Christmas caroling and just, girl, get with the vibe, because that's gonna be a moment you're gonna cherish forever. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish that there was a little bit of more of that in my family. I wish somebody knew how to play an instrument. Now, something that I love doing every single year is to help my grandmother decorate her house. If you have a grandparent that, pobrecito, they can't decorate anymore, go over their house and help them out a little bit. Number one, they're gonna enjoy your company and appreciate your help. And I feel like that's just gonna warm up their tiny little old hearts, and they're just gonna feel so much love for you. Like, oh my God, my granddaughter or my grandson are here helping me decorate for Christmas and they want to spend time with me. They're gonna remember that for a very long time, and they're gonna just appreciate that. And I feel like that's gonna warm up and fill up your little heart too. When we were younger, our parents, our grandparents spent a lot of time with us, catering to our needs, helping us out in things. And now that they're a little bit older and we're a little bit older, it's our time to now go and help them out in certain things and show them some love and show them some appreciation for everything that they've done for us. So in my family, we don't really have any Christmas traditions. I know that there's families that they'll get together during the holidays and they'll maybe do some crafty stuff. And in my family, we don't have any of that. So I'm about to bring it this year. I definitely want to do something like that with my family this year. I want to do something fun. It doesn't have to be arts and crafts. It could be something like going and playing a game, maybe going and playing some football, basketball outside, cooking something together. It could be baking something together. It could be maybe playing some board games together, but just doing some sort of a family activity together is what I'm trying to get at. So if you guys have some sort of a tradition in your family, please let me know, because I'm taking ideas. I'm taking some notes. I'm taking some ideas. I'm open to some ideas. And hello, you have to watch movies throughout the Christmas holidays. I mean, who doesn't watch a good Christmas movie? You already know what I'm gonna say for this, because I'm gonna tell you to go and watch some old school Christmas movies, because again, that's what reminds me of my childhood, watching Elf, watching Home Alone. What's that other movie? Deck the Halls. Sometimes you gotta throw a little bit of a Bad Santa in there. There's just so many good old school Christmas movies that were so funny, and they're just so good. I feel like I just get so disappointed with the movies that I watch nowadays. I'm like, what is up with the movie industry right now? They don't make movies like they used to back then. I've seen some shows and some movies that I'm just there sitting there questioning life. I'm just who thought this was a good idea? Why is this out? I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's not funny. I don't know. I don't know what's up with movies now. That's why I think I just enjoy the older movies so much, because I'm like, oh my God, these are actually funny and they're actually entertaining. They definitely don't make movies like Elf anymore. Now, growing up, we were not blessed with a chimney in our house, but if you have a chimney in your home, please go light that chimney up with fire. That just brings in those cozy winter Christmas vibes, drinking your hot chocolate by the fire, having some s'mores, having some cookies. It's something about the fireplace. It brings those cozy vibes, those cozy winter Christmas vibes that I wish I had. So if you do have one, please enjoy it for me. And the last one is, of course, the presents. Listen, when we're kids, we're all a little bit selfish, and you know that we're all excited when we're kids to go and tear open those gifts on Christmas. You know, everything else was a bonus, but we were mostly excited about, oh my God, like, did we get what was on our list for Christmas, you know, from Santa? And I still feel like that's still, you know, a thing for us. Like, everybody, you know, don't lie, everybody likes to receive some gifts, you know. Yes, everybody's like, no, I like to give gifts, you know, but you also like to receive. So don't lie, please don't lie to me and tell me that you do not like to receive a gift on Christmas, because everybody does. Actually, a little story. So there was one year that I was with somebody, and you know, I was so excited because I usually like to get my Christmas gifts early for other people. So, you know, I had like really planned it out, you know, it took me like forever to figure out this gift for this person. And yeah, I was so excited when I finally got it for them, and I was like, oh my God, I got them like the perfect gift, whatever. I kind of expected for this person to not do the same for me, but at least, you know, get me also a gift that they had put some thought into, like I did. I thought I had put so much thought into my gift, you know. And when the day Christmas came, it was the end of the day, and I finally saw this person, and I gave him the gift, and he just kind of stood there like, you know, blank faced and didn't get me a gift. And this wasn't just like a random person. This was like a partner. So when he told me he didn't get me a gift, you know, I tried to hold it. I swear I tried to hold it, but I just bust out bawling, crying, because I was like, man, this person that like loves me, you know, I don't know, why wouldn't they get you like a gift on Christmas? I mean, that was so odd to me. That was so weird to me, and it really hurt my feelings. But I guess he felt real bad about it, because literally the next day he went and got me a Christmas gift, and a good one too. Thank you so much. I still use that gift till this day, by the way. So thank you for the gift. Like, you can't tell me I'm wrong for that. If you're with, you know, your significant other and they don't get you a gift, I mean, doesn't that kind of like sting you in your soul a little bit? Like, that definitely did that for me. I was like, oh my God, why wouldn't they, you know, think of getting me at least like a little something? It doesn't have to be anything super extravagant, but like, you know, a little something that, you know, they put some thought into and some effort into, you know, not just sit there and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get you anything. It's not because he couldn't afford to, because I understand that too. If you can't afford to, okay, I get it, you know, hard times, right? But no, this person just did not feel like it. So yeah, you know, if you've got a special little somebody, you know, put some thought and get them something you think they would like. So those are my top tips to help you guys have more of a nostalgic Christmas this year, in times where I feel like people are just in their own kind of world and living this whole fast-paced environment, and people aren't taking the time to slow down and actually enjoy what Christmas is all about, which is, you know, spending time with your family and just actually enjoying the whole vibe of Christmas, the whole Christmas spirit, and being, you know, happy, being present in the moment with your family, and enjoying fun traditional things, enjoying things that you don't normally do throughout the rest of the year, enjoying the company of people you don't normally see maybe throughout the whole year. Don't forget about what's important during this holiday season, and, you know, try your best to really enjoy it this year. So I hope my tips help you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.